be just due to the veto process, and you're going to try to hold these first 2 hills and give yourself a huge lead, or will Surge break on through.
So when it's a map like this, you know, it ends up being like 4 ARs at times. Like, you put more pressure on, you know, your AR and your flexes, and more how do the subs do when they have an AR in their hand? Or does it not really matter much at all to you?
I don't think it matters like too much to me. I think at this point, players are kind of used to it. They're ready for it. I think if there's maybe something, it's just sort of you have to discipline.
I mean, how smooth it all is. Like, you're flying, you're frying, you're finding timings. Like, and sometimes like sub players kind of feed off of that. When you gotta slow down, it's a little awkward, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think some players have a very fine balance of speed and just sort of sitting in a...
Like, Hook's on forward now, like, God, let me run!
Yeah. No, he is the one player at times where we've seen him pull out a sub on this map, specifically around Bookstore. Maybe we'll see it here, but you can already see Surge. They're just going to give this up, and there is that sub. He's going to go for the second kill. Does not find it, and that is 2 dead.
And they're able to deal with, you know, maybe any messiness you were talking about, maybe with Surge finding an opening. So they'll be set up in position, looking to push this lead out again, but the great start from Texas, answer with a nice 50, 60 points there from Surge.
But if you're Surge, you might give up this first, you know, this 60 points because you're thinking ahead, right? If you control the left side where Abuza is on the minimap, you have the spawns for the next 3 hills, right? So you may be, you know, if you're a Surge fan, this might look ugly. Down 80 or 90 if they don't get a break here, or they might just break this and really open the game wide up. Or they won't, as Predator actually just trying to hold on. But you're really just saying, next 3 hills, let's give ourselves the spawns and the advantage.
It's one of those, it's probably like a hard thing to like swallow at times. Like, he's like, all right, we have to sort of suck and get slammed here, but just think about the long game. Like, this is where we can take over. Might be in the blender for a bit, but now we have a chance. But the left side's wide open, and OpTic is pushing right through, so the people in Bookstore know eyes to the cross, and basically the entire conversation you and I were just having is completely and utterly pointless.
Or is it? Because this time
maybe not.
It looks like they do get the spawn, so a nice little regain there from Seattle Surge.
For a moment, I was like, whoa.
Shotzzy with the nade, trying to find these kills. Burgertown fight going on. And all 3 kills the other way of Surge. But yeah, now you can have the spawns for P5, P1, and P2. So this could be a phase shift if Surge are able to hold on.
Now you're in the Eskies blender. If you're Texas, trying to fight out from some very tough positions. We'll see if they can get across. Dashy at least able to get 1. You win one on the bottom side of the map if you're a Pred as well. And still, you know, it's hanging out reading books as RC. He's almost holding a fastball, but trophy out in time. Dropping, winning gunfights left and right. RC's a beast.
30-point game now, so you go back to P1. So a nice shot by Surge, regaining there. But now again, can they hold on to these spawns? Illy on a pinch through the hallway, Abuza with the 3rd. And yeah, Seattle, again, they invested very early to keep this side of the map controlled, and it is paying off.
No, I think that was a great breakdown from you. Sort of like, hey, for people new watching, just don't stress. Yeah, if you're a Surge fan, like, you're playing the long game, and you saw it start to pay dividends there. 3 through on the feed, though, for Texas. But yeah, I mean, you were down 90 at one point. You're now within 30. But as the game of swings, it's time now for OpTic Texas to try and make a rally.
This would be a huge 30 seconds here, actually, for OpTic. Then Hook gonna find an MCW on the ground. But over towards the bottom side of the mini-map, where Surge is spawning, that is P2. Surge OpTic trying to work through security, maybe put the pressure on. And just a battle of sort of give and take on both sides. Take all the time you can if you're OpTic, given the situation.
So they'll be 70 away from the win. Put Surge behind 60 again. Holding security side will be Abuza. We saw his angle in POV for a second, and how easy it can be to hold these crosses. A nice shot from Prep winning that fight, making sure he only gets 1. He didn't really have time to reposition there. And now you have the chance for the break if you are OpTic. As Joe said, here we go. 3 are going to drop. You break on through, and that is the moment that might win you the map.
That might be it right there. Just between that. Yeah, as you said, I mean, Pred, that kill, they know his position jetway. It's just a big old pinch. Could not find any kills, and OpTic just gets in. That is 6 kills in a row for OpTic. Now up to 210, be around 220.
It's not dumb, but yeah, that might have done it. If there's a moment that's going to be the win here for Texas, it was that break into P2. But Surge, don't count him out yet. We've seen none of your stuff. They got a chance to rally back in this, but OpTic, they look to steal the day here. They're trying to break in. This time, where they had the early rotation, I think from Shotzi last time through, this time they kind of send everybody at the point. They take one crack at it. They don't find any chip in the armor. And since they spawn close, they're like, all right, let's go for it again. We have a chance to win it on this point. We know we have a 4-on-3. No one's been able to call out number 6, which is a Booza, so they think he's early on rotation. You break through, you get the time. It's a different approach, different point in the game.
Well, Booza, he gets 1 kill middle hall, and then he just kind of probably is telling his team, I'm going to rotate early, because, right, that's what he's thinking OpTic is going to do, try and rotate early to Burger. He wants to win that position, but as you said, OpTic realized it and said, screw it, let's push this 3-on-4. That was probably it. You had the P2 break 5 more seconds to win the series.
That's the tough part of your surge. You got to win the battle on both fronts when you're in a deficit like that, and they're not able to do it. Texas win the series. They win the map for some impeccable and brilliant breaks there and some smart plays there to just...
This is capture or kill.